Hi everyone, I'm going to be covering some algebraic expression style questions that we've been learning about from MathSpace. I know a lot of you have been asking questions, so I'm just going to have a go at doing some of these questions to help you on MathSpace as you would. So in this first question here, we've got 8x, take away 4 outside of, and we've got a bracket there. So that's going to become 8x minus, now it's negative 4 multiplied by 6x, so that's negative 24x. And then you've got negative 4 multiplied by 2x, so that's going to become negative 8x. So your first line of working should read like this: 8x negative 24x minus 8x. And then we want to simplify that. So our next point of call would be collecting all of our like terms. So first up, you should be able to see here that 8x, take away another 8x, because remember we take the operation symbol before the term. So 8x minus 8x is 0, so I'm left with negative 24x. Going on to the next question. A park has a walking track in the shape of an irregular quadrilateral. The 4 side lengths of this track are given here. It says write an expression for the length of one complete lap around the track. So this is a perimeter question. So we're simply going to type in 7a plus 3b plus 10a plus 8b. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to collect our like terms. So 7a plus 10a. 7a plus 10a is 17a. And then we've still got addition because it's all addition. And we're going to do 3b plus 8b, and that is 11b. Happy days. The next question says, what is the length of one lap around the track if a is 35 and b is 30? So what we're going to do now is we're going to substitute. And on your substitution, you should be showing brackets for what you put in. So 17 lots of 35, because that's the value of a, plus 11 lots of 30, which I'm going to substitute in there. So in my calculator now, I'm typing 17 lots of 35 plus 11 lots of 30. And that's going to give me 925. So I'm going to type in 900 and what was it? 925. Hooray! Okay, on to the next question. This question seemed to be a problem for a lot of people. So it says simplify the ratio m to the power of 5 to, and then you've got this expression here. So the first thing I'll be doing is I would be writing m to the power of 5, not that one, all over m to the power of 4 plus m to the power of 6. Okay, that's my first step. Just rewrite it as a fraction, because we know that ratios are fractions and fractions are ratios. They're just a different way of writing each other. The next step is to have a look at the bottom here where you've got m to the power of 4 plus m to the power of 6. And what you want to do is you want to factorize that. Okay, so this time I know my highest common factor of m to the power of 4 and m to the power of 6 is in fact m to the power of 4. So I'm going to take that out the front. I'm going to put a 1 in there, and I'm going to change this to a power of 2, because when I expand this bracket, if I do m to the power of 4 times 1, I'm going to get back to my original m to the power of 4. And if I do m to the power of 4 multiplied by m squared, I'm going to get to m to the power of 6. Then the next thing they want you to think about is to go back to the question. The question wants me to simplify that. So now I can see that on the top I've got m multiplied by itself 5 times. On the bottom I've got m multiplied by itself 4 times. So 4 of those m's being multiplied by themselves on the bottom can actually cancel out or divide through, leaving 1 m on the top. And that is, they did not understand. Very strange. Let's have a look. Try this. Fantastic. And that is how you fully simplify a question like that. Going on, a triangle has side lengths given up here, 7x plus 7, 8x minus 3y, and 5 minus 4y. So what we want to do is make a expression for the perimeter. So we're going to go 7x plus 7 plus 8x minus 3y plus 5 minus 4y. Okay, now you can put brackets around these if you want to, but you don't really have to. So going on from there, we're now going to collect our like terms. So I want to have a look up here and look and see that I've got 7x and 8x, so that's 15x. Then I want to look at the y terms. I've got a plus 8x and I've got a minus 4y. Sorry, I've got a minus 3y. They weren't like terms at all, were they? I've got minus 3y and minus 4y, which is going to become minus 7y. And then I've got plus 7 plus 5, which is going to become plus 12. Then they want me to find the perimeter of that triangle now that I've got an expression if x is 9 and y is 4. So I'm going to substitute 15 lots of 9 minus 7 lots of 4 plus 12. Okay, and then I'm going to obviously need to put that into my calculator. So typing in 15 lots of 9, that's not a 9, there we go, minus 7 lots of 4 plus 12. And that gives me 119. So I'm going to type that into here. And woohoo! Okay, on to the next question. This question asks me to expand and simplify. So I need to do 6y lots of y cubed, which is going to give me 6y to the power of 4. Then I've got a negative, so I'm going to put a negative sign in. And I'm doing 6 lots of negative 2, which is negative 12. And then I've got y squared here and a y, so that's going to become y to the power of 3, or y cubed. Then I've got my subtraction sign here from the question, so I'm copying that down. Then I'm going to do 7y cubed multiplied by y, so that's going to give me 7y to the power of 4. Then I've got a negative 7 times a negative 7, so that's going to give me a positive 49, and I've still got this y cubed to add on here. Okay, so that's my first line of working. Then they obviously want me to think about collecting like terms. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the yellow tick that I've got, and I'm going to collect my like terms. So I've got something to the power of 4 here and here. So 6 take away 7 is minus 1. So I'm going to go minus y to the power of 4. I don't need to write 1. Then I've got minus 12y cubed plus 49y cubed. Just to make sure we're getting this right, we could type in minus 12 plus 49, and that's giving me 37, and it's going to be positive 37. So positive 37y to the power of 3. Obviously the best answer would be them written around the other way, but either one's correct. Okay. Going on. This question wants me to look at this rectangle over here, and they want me to find an expression for the area of rectangle B, which is this one here that I'm pointing to. So that's going to be the length, which is 12, multiplied by the width, which is x. So for that one, I'm just going to type in 12 lots of x. It then says if the area of rectangle D is 24, find the value of n. Okay. Okay, so all that means is I know that this length here is 12 because it's the same length as we had for rectangle B. So 12 multiplied by what is going to give me 24. Well, 12 multiplied by 2 is equal to n. So I can write n is equal to 2. And then it says, hence find the expression for the area of rectangle C. So C is going to be this length here by this width, which is 2 lots of x. And then it says, find the expression in expanded form for the area of the entire, the largest rectangle. Okay, so I figured out n now, so I'm going to have, what am I going to have? I'm going to have x plus 12 in a bracket multiplied by x plus 2 in a bracket. And then they want me to work that out. So I've got to expand this binomial now. And what I'm going to do is use FOIL. So I'm going to go x squared, my first terms. Then I'm going to go the outer terms plus 2x. Then the inner terms plus 12x. 2x and 12x is 14x. So plus 14x. Plus the two last terms, 12 lots of 2. And that's going to give me the area of the whole thing. It then says, what is the expression for the area of the entire largest rectangle in factorized form? Well, that's what we had back up here. So I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to write that that is x plus 12 and x plus 2, and they're going to be happy. Going on to the next question. Now, this sort of question is a little bit more tricky because you've got a lot of steps. And we're going to come on to this in the next video.